Hi there, welcome to Art Time with Anderson. We are going to talk about how to paste an image into text. This is kind of what the final is going to look like. So I'm going to come over here to my blank canvas. It is 5 inches by 8 inches at 300 dpi. So I'm going to right away start with my text layer. So type layer, text layer. Usually when you come into your type layer, it's going to be on probably about 12-point font. So you're going to write the name you want to write. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and come up here, up the size. I don't know the exact size I want it, but I know I want it somewhere in the middle. I want it to kind of fill this up. I want a thicker font, definitely. So I'm going to select both the type layer and the font up here, and then I'm just hitting my arrow keys to take a look at what I think might be a good font for this. And there it is, Snell Roundhand. I'm actually going to go with black on that. So see how nice and thick that makes that. But I really want those letters kind of closer together. So I'm going to come in here to this little character palette here, and I can smush these letters together a little bit so that they'll kind of be closer together. I'll see my image a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and up the size a little bit. So there we go. I've got the name the way I like it. Now that I've done this, I'm going to come into my image that I want. I'm going to select all, edit, copy, come back to my original file right here, and I'm going to go ahead and paste that file onto there. Right click and create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. So my image is a little small, so I'm just going to hit transform, hold down shift. I'm guesstimating right now if it's going to fill the image. Holding down shift again because I want I'm going to double click, go to my move tool, and just kind of move that around a little bit. I definitely want a lot of opportunities for the flowers to come in and out of the letters because that's what I want to do. I want them to emerge from the letters. I want them to be like they're peeking out. So that's good for now. I'm going to add a lot more to this too. So now what I'm going to do to add those flowers in and kind of edit and play around with that type is I am going to take this layer and hit Command J, and that's going to make a copy. And right here I'm going to go to rasterize type. Now we have an image this image is still being clipped inside everything that's beneath it. My little trick for working on top of the image is to go ahead and duplicate this layer, release the clipping mask, and now I can just turn the eye on and off and make my selections as I want to. So if I want to take this flower and bring it right here, right out of the E right here, and I want to make it look like it's merging out of the E. Anything I actually would paint on with the brush tool on black on this copy, this rasterized layer is going to appear. So, but that kind of that really messes up my E, and I have a lot more that I don't want in there. So what I want to do is I know I want this one red flower right here. So I'm actually going to turn the eyeball back on that copy, and then I'm going to go to my polygonal lasso tool. And this works best when you're coming in and using the image effects. If you use something straighter like the polygonal lasso tool or the pen tool that's a little bit advanced. If you do know how to use the pen tool, awesome. If you'd like to learn, I will show you. So I'm going to come in here right now. and just stick with my polygonal lasso tool because the sharper, cleaner selection I get here will work better when I add my stroke effects later on. That's going to be one of the final things I do. It's just going to give it some nice definition. Again, you can absolutely use the pen tool to do this. That is just a little bit more advanced than what we've learned already. So now I have a nice clean selection of this flower, and I can go ahead and turn the eye off that top layer. I go down to that image, that text copy layer. I go to my brush tool. I make sure it's black. I fill it in and deselect. Go ahead and zoom out. And there I have it. I have the flower emerging out of the image. Once I've got all my flowers in there, I can come in here and I can add a stroke. So that's just adding that a little 1 pixel stroke on that. It gives it some cleanliness, some definition, and just double click on that to add these layer effects. Here you can change the size of the stroke, you can make it thicker. I always think 1 pixel looks good. You can add a little drop shadow and even maybe a little bit of bevel and embossed, make it pop out a little bit there. And you can play around with each of these, the depth and how it looks. I just a slight one there. That is how to paste an image into text and then edit that text a little bit. Thanks for watching.